Oh, bother.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Rome 2 with Yin Yang Total War. Last time we left off, we had successfully defeated the Sequani and brought them in under our protection. uh, we had started rearranging where everybody was going to be going, growing the army even more so to deal with threats coming from our immediate border with the Insubres and Veneti, right? Because these guys are fielding about 5 armies from one city, which is ridiculous. And then there's another 3 right here. And then I believe that they're all in a group together with the other 2, the Helveti and the Reti. But that is not really our focus right now. Our focus is the growing power that is Carthage. They have not, uh, we haven't really been keeping them in check, and so they are only getting stronger, which will probably make for a more fun campaign, to be honest. I do believe that they've been kicked out of Spain, but it doesn't mean that they're not down here, right? And they still control the Libyans as well. So we'll have to keep all that in mind when we start moving west. Or I'm sorry, when we start moving south. And then on the other end, I do see that the Macedonians are gone. The Greek cities have conquered, but it looks like Larissa is under the control of the Iberians, which might be a good end for us to make our way over there, right? Start start including the Greeks into Roman politics, whether by will or by force. So this episode might be more of an admin episode. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, then do please give this one a skip. But we do have some other stuff to get done besides fighting these absurdly long battles. So let's get started. All right. Let's see. We've got to.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Yes. So our great general Lucius Lebo has gone and ranked up once again. He is a rank 6 now, meaning that we've got some goodies for him. And I'm thinking his last Fearless Warrior would be a good one. Fearless Warrior would be a good one. His last skill point, however, should probably be Infantry Command, because, I mean, he is that guy. So we'll do that. And then we will go ahead and make him... Oh, that's my mistake. Let's see. Some more gravitas. Give him some more authority. I think he's got plenty of authority. Melee attack skill. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, let's give him that. I want to see what Into the Breach does. That seems like a really cool ability. And it looks like he's still got some more for us in the tank. So, let's give him... I wish I could upgrade that Great Leader. Oh, yeah, let's give him Fear. Fear would be good.
for
Okay. Moving on. Take a
battle.
look
Hunger
at
for battle.
Scipio. He didn't get a he didn't really get anything out of that, but kind of look at the difference between Scipio and Lebo, right? So you've got um you've got 11 cunning for Scipio. He's an okay general as far as authority goes, and he's got some zeal, but not a lot.
At your
Meanwhile,
command.
you've got Lebo over here, 12 authority and 10 zeal. So this guy is like the greatest general alive, and this guy is like
We
the best
hunger
planner
for
alive.
battle.
We've got a oh gosh, what's a good comparison? Not Achilles, because
At your command.
he's not just devastating. Kind of like a Agamemnon Odysseus kind of situation going on, I guess. Let's see what else we've got going on
We
here.
hunger for battle.
And I will be keeping an eye on that kind of stuff. He's also very cunning. I'll be keeping an eye on that kind of stuff to kind of develop how we fight our battles going forward. Right, it's going to depend on the qualities of the general. I don't like to fight all my battles the same. I like to play them in a way that the general's qualities stack up, or the general's lore stack up. In the case of Warhammer, right? That way we've got more of a, I don't know, more it's more of a role play thing, right?
Commander.
So speaking of,
We hunger for
let's
battle.
keep it moving.
Advance.
Looks like you guys are all tapped out. We might actually be starting this episode with a intern,
Ready for orders.
and we'll have to start stacking up, seeing what we want to do with all of our new armies that we've recruited. These are not going to stay legions. Most of them are going to actually be downgraded to auxiliary forces, which we want to just keep the peace, including the first auxilia. Auxilia. They're going to camp out in Bibracte to keep an eye on our new friends. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next turn. And I completely missed it, but Rome 2 is 10 years old, which is pretty crazy. I remember the let's say the little bit of a rough start that Rome 2 got off to. I actually was pretty lucky. I didn't have all the major bugs that everybody else was having. I don't know why. But when the game launched, I didn't have the melting units or the ships flying into the sand.
End this feud. We offer peace today, or the sword tomorrow.
You want peace for 4,800 gold? I feel like they just started that fight to go against their rivals down in Spain, and it's not really going to bother me. But you're going to give me more money since you insulted me.
Excellent.
The shield wall is always stronger when brothers stand together. That is why I offer a treaty.
You see, you can't ask me for money. I'm going to ask you for money. For sure.
We have talked long to reach agreement. Now we must drown ourselves in ale. Ha ha!
And we have a triumph. We've been doing pretty well this campaign. It's been very difficult. The battles, I mean, not the campaign side. And whose triumph is it? Peace negotiated. Good. Oh, good. Now we get to be a conqueror as well. That's awesome. That is awesome. Finally catching up to old Lebo here. Well, I think it is time. See, that makes me nervous. But I think it is time that the Conqueror returns
We
home.
hunger for battle.
So, or the Conquerors, excuse me.
We cannot pass here. Ready for orders. At once.
One became a hero in the war against the Gauls. The other became a
Gathering
hero in the
supplies.
war against the Sequani. I like that. I like that a lot.
Ready for battle.
What I don't like is that we're still using Rurari in this army.
Set up the watch.
We're gonna have to change that.
Ready for battle.
And I'm thinking that his son or brother or however they're related is going to take those guys off his hands. Because I mean, they're veterans. I'm not gonna just get rid of them. But they're definitely a defensive force, and God, I hate this. Why is this not bigger? Let's see. Ferrari. And I think that's good. I think that's good.
March.
I hate for them to make up the core of his army.
Ready for orders. I want
But
hourly
let's get
patrols.
these guys refitted as well. We'll do 2 more Hastati. And then at some point we'll take this army east a little bit so that we can get them, or perhaps west. We're going to make this a manipulator in case we need to raise the legion out of here. And we'll get the field engineers workshop going out of it as well. Yeah. Now where was I?
At your command.
Right. We'll go add some cavalry to this army. Again, he's a bit of a racist, so he's going to want Italians fighting for him. So we're going to get some Equites. We'll just have to go
Ready for battle.
east to get them. And actually, let's hold off on the Hastati. These guys own a pretty rich trading hub, right? Or a fairly rich trading hub. And they're not going to be the impoverished faction. So
Ready for battle.
and again, I'm still worried about these guys. I know that they don't like us. The Helvetii like us, so that's good. But their friends do not. So we're kind of, if I start a war with them, right? What'll happen is they'll pull in the Helvetii and the Ready, right? And I don't want that. So it might be better to kind of surround them by going after the Veneti. And I think that's what we'll do. I don't know where the Nori is. I'm guessing probably up in Nerea. Would be a pretty good guess. But that is yeah, and that's where that is a bridge we will cross here in the near future. I don't know if we'll get to it this episode, but we'll see.
What do you wish of me?
In fact, let's take you east through the mountain pass. I want to see what kind of forces our enemies have.
Seek rest.
Ready for battle. Advance. Ready for march.
But the Brudii are actually going to be petitioning for us to take Corrales, right? They are the only faction that does not have more than one settlement under their direct control, and that needs to change. So that is probably what's going to happen. Hopefully we don't end up in a two-front war. It's entirely likely that we could,
Commander.
but you never know. And I'm going to move you guys out to Tolosa. Does Rome really need the temple to Jupiter right now? No. Same thing with the temple to Neptune. Not really. We will get there just because obviously we're going to build up like that, but trying to see what all our provinces can do right now. And you know, I didn't realize that they were also a fortress city. But that makes sense based off of their location. What would I be getting for you here? Gauls? And then it's the same here. So actually, let's do that. It'll still remain a fortress city or a garrison colonia. But they're going to focus on getting some Gallic troops. Once they have their own, I will probably pull the 1st Auxilia down to reinforce somewhere else.
Commander.
And actually, as great as he is, we're going to remove him from command here. Marcus Regulus. We like him. He participated in a couple battles with us, I believe. But he is going to be replaced with good old Rufus, I do believe. Oh, we could give it to Marcus. No, we're going to give it to Rufus. And Regulus is actually going to come down. We're going to recruit him an actual legion so that the Brudii have their own legion as well. I don't believe we're going to get much out of that one. So let's recruit him when he comes back. When he comes back, we'll recruit him down into Rome. All right, and it looks like we're out of movement. For now, so let's just keep on moving. And it looks like the Carthaginians are pretty active. I don't know who they're fighting against, so that'll be interesting to find out. And hopefully it'll serve as enough of a distraction for us to move down and take Corrales.
Once we were proud to be your allies. But the years change much in men's hearts, do they not?
Okay. Let's see. They don't like our treaties with the Sequani or the Celtici. Very interesting. Perhaps Syracuse is where we go. I wouldn't mind taking them out, to be honest. Hold on just a second. Quintus Julius is part of the House of Junia, which is wild to me. Alright.
We hunger for battle. Cold as a garrison.
Okay. And you are just going to be Legio 4.
Ready for orders.
And we'll give him a pretty standard legion for now.
To serve Rome. Ready for battle.
Speaking of legions, I want you to move east. I'm going to have you hold onto Massalia for us.
Ready for order. I am afraid we cannot. At once.
And you guys should have moved into the city already. So let's do that.
Call, listen.
And we need to start recruiting for Regalia. So, no, not a new army, just some troops.
Ready for battle.
It might be a good idea to have them be their own legion. Which would make them the 4th Legion. And give the House of Junia 2 legions. But we have 2 legions in the House Cornelia. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
We hunger for battle.
Oh, actually, they're Legio 4. So, let's try that again. These guys are going to be the 6th Legion. These guys are going to be the 5th Legion. Because they were here first. So,
At your command.
they are going to be a Triarii focused Legion.
It's a good life.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning a rather expensive Legion in comparison, right? But that's okay. Because they're more of a defensive Legion based on their location.
Ready for battle. Commander. At your command. Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
And who really owns Genoa? Is it us? No, that's not what I mean. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be part of our territory. So I'm going to keep him. I'm going to keep Lucius up in Genoa for now.
At your command. Ready for battle. At your command. At your command.
And I suppose that we can
Rome needs good fighters.
bring some Saki Hastati
Fight for Rome.
for them.
Commander.
And in fact, I'm going to turn them into the 2nd Auxilia. And we'll figure out a good regional name for them, because these guys are already the Provincia, so we don't want to do that.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders. Commander.
And these guys are going to be the 3rd Auxilia. And Magna Graecia doesn't really seem like a good name for an auxiliary unit. So if you guys have any, name suggestions for the 2nd and 3rd Auxilia forces, that would be great.
At your command.
And again, these guys are going to be focused more on the Saki.
To die for Rome.
Apologies if there's any weird cuts. I had to step away for a moment, but we're back.
Commander.
Let's see. Legio 4. And again, guys, I do apologize that this episode is not going to be a heavy battle episode. I would like to get into a fight, but it's either going to be with the Veneti or with Carthage. And let's see. Syracuse don't hate me yet. They certainly don't love me right now. Well, they're very friendly with me. I wouldn't mind going to war with them, to be honest, because I want Sicily. But for now, let's get everybody home. Let's get the armies refitted, right? And then we're going to decide who we're going to march on. Maybe you guys can tell me who you think we should be marching on. And maybe it is... we've got several options, right? We can unite Italy, we can travel over into Greece, we can go down into Africa, or attack Syracuse, just depending. If we do attack Syracuse, I'm sure it will have to be some time before we can do so, just because they only just now broke that treaty with us, and we do still have trade agreements. I don't remember the exact qualifiers for what makes you a untrustworthy jerk, but we're steadfast right now, and we would like to remain so. All right, let's go ahead and end this turn. Totally forgot about her.
I beg you, take up the sword of Ares and attack these people. They menace us all.
I don't really care about the Celtici. And maybe that's my bad for pulling my allies into these wars, but you know, an attack on one is an attack on all. That's good old Roman NATO doctrine. Except they like to stay at war and we don't, so maybe not Roman NATO doctrine. Let's see. Pirate hunting, Call of the Sea. Let's do Call of the Sea. And finally, we've got our siege tower. That makes me happy, and we have another boy being born. Let's see if that's mine or my brother's. It looks like it's going to be our brother's. Definitely not problematic.
Ready for battle.
All right, let's get the third down into Italia.
Waiting for more orders.
And we'll give them some equites. And that'll be it for... Well, hold on. Hold on just a second.
Hunger for
Let's get them some equites and some principes. That ought to do it.
Ready for orders. March.
We'll continue marching the first down as well.
Commander.
And the second.
Haste, men. Journey complete. Ready for orders.
Meanwhile, now let's take a look at these guys. Let's take a look at these guys, because I haven't really looked at this per se. What's your deal? What's your problem? He is a student of philosophy, so that's good. He'll help us. So maybe he's not a dick. Let's just put it that way. Like his forefather here. Because this guy has problems. He's a drunk. We don't like that. He's wary of strangers, obviously, and he's foul-mouthed. On top of that, he's got... Ooh. Man, he's problematic. He has a lot of negative traits, but the House Papiria might not be in awful hands should he not last forever. Quintus seems to be the opposite. I'm assuming that this is his father, right? The age gap is right. So the he might not be the problem child that his father has become for us. So let's actually give him a watch goose, because of course, and then he still does come from a awful house, but their party traits are that they're bigoted, right? But his trait is being a xenophobe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Yeah, so the leader, and he is the successor. So maybe one day we won't be xenophobic as well. We'll just be bigoted. Just a bad family trait, unfortunately. I mean, these guys hate barbarians, so, I mean, it's just... And I'm sure that they don't like our decision-making with that, but they have 40 loyalty, so... I mean, everyone's pretty loyal, we just have to make sure that they stay loyal, right?
Ready for orders.
We'll go ahead and increase our auxilia capabilities.
Ready for battle.
I still won't have him recruit any barbarians to his legion, just to keep the peace, right?
At your command.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come, fight for Rome.
Let's do that. And I really got to watch our money,
We hunger for battle.
but that's fine.
I am a favored son of Mars.
And as much as I hate not getting into battles, at least we're making some progress in the campaign, right? Like some actual more than one turn at a time, or one turn per episode progress. And I don't like them stacking up on Questentia. It would be lovely if things from later games like threaten people would be part of this. I really don't like them sitting in my land. Our agent has been exposed, and Arya Calvina has passed. That's unfortunate. Whose daughter is that? Oh. One of the bad things about expanding everyone's life, right, is that they're children for longer, and we have that possibility that they're going to die for longer, right? Because it's a roll of the dice. Which is certainly unfortunate. And our influence has increased, so let's do this just a little bit. We'll get you a wife. Hopefully it's not an awful wife. She's traditional, so that's cool. He's arrogant, which makes sense. being what family he's from. And then let's do the same for the rest of our guys. That's a really cool trait. I don't see why it's a bad trait. Get Regulus' wife. Avitas doesn't have the gravitas for one. Or maybe I just don't have the money. I can't afford it. That's alright.
My skills are yours.
Ready for battle! Ready for battle!
I'm gonna have you move down to Neapolis.
Garrison. We hunger. Advance. At your command.
And time for you to head back west, because we need a warden in the west right now. And when that happens, you will leave Macedonia. I do wish that I could assign political districts, because I would just make the their house over Southern Gaul for now. But that's not the case.
Ready for orders.
I wonder if there's a mod that'll let you do something like that. I'll have to check that out.
Battle.
If any of you know of a mod, please let me know. And let's see, what else can we do to make you cool? No thanks. Rally the slaves, no. Yeah. Campaign movement range, absolutely. Oh, it's just for the agent. Well, that's fine. I would love it if it was for the parent army, but it is what it is.
As all the gods look down on us, they too must wonder why we...
I don't do military alliance. Not right now. I would gladly take them under my direct control, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Everyone hates the Keltici? That's not good. A subject gains notoriety. Let's see. Who? Where are you at? There you go. Some fool has been caught defacing the temple of Jupiter. Such matters should not be taken lightly. I agree. But we're going to we're going to hand him over to the temple. That is not for us to decide. That is for the priest to decide.
Commander. Hold this a garrison. At your command. We hunger for battle. Ready for battle. Ready for orders. We hunger for battle. Ready for
Actually, I would like to do something.
march.
We're going to bring the third up.
Journey completed.
The second is going to continue towards Brundisium. third is coming in, and so the second auxiliary will head out west even further. Now we have a solid border with these Spaniards. They can stay in Iberia. I should say the Iberians can stay in Spain.
Commander?
And let's go ahead and expand Brundisium. We're going to build a workshop there so that we can start making our own siege equipment down in the actual peninsula instead of just up in Gaul. I believe that's all the movement we really needed. And I think our next move will be to take Batavium. Hopefully we can force the Nori into submission pretty easily, but it does look like they have a city up there. I don't want to conquer them. I don't want to spread up into the Alps, really. I would like this to be a solid wall of people who are loyal to us. But we will see if that is something that can be made to happen. And is who? I'm sorry, Syracuse. What are you doing? I don't know when they went to war with the Helvetii, but they are. They have a problem with those people. So that's a little awkward. And it looks like the Helvetii have taken Vesantio. When did that happen? So we just don't have that territory anymore? Like that they're not loyal to us anymore? Or were they always at war? Well, so much for our client state. All right. Things that I need to keep in mind. Syracuse is up in our north now, and the Helvetii have destroyed the Sequani, who were supposed to be our protectorate. But that is something that I will have to deal with next time. Until then, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I will see you. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know, because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.